Hey everybody, happy Thursday. It's Caitlin here with Meraki Media Management, and I'm here today with your tip of the week. So this week we've been on the topic of how to create an online business and why Instagram is a great place for you to do that. And today I'm gonna share some really in-depth business practices that I did early on. And honestly, this is kind of embarrassing, but I have to share it with you guys because honestly, before you start a business, you have to test everything. You can't just jump in and assume that you know everything, right? You have to realize that there's some things that you just don't know if you don't try. So when I first started my business, I went on Instagram, obviously, and I knew that this would be one of the very first places that we started marketing. And I knew that I wanted to start testing different things. So I started, creating different types of content, reaching out to people in different ways, crafting different messages, just testing things, seeing what actually stuck. And one of the things that ended up falling into my lap, as most of them do through our DMs on a daily basis, are those little messages that we get that say, hey, we can get you 1,000 followers for $90. And you're like, wait, that normally takes how many months? That can sometimes take 9 months, depending on what your business is and depending on who you work with, right? Like, why wouldn't I try this? So I had to try it to know that it terribly failed. And I had a feeling, obviously, because of what I do, it would terribly fail. But I knew that I needed to go all in and give everything a go before I opened up my LLC, spent all of this money. I had to try everything. We can't just jump into business. We have to make sure that these quick fixes don't work, right? We have to know that. So I tried it, it failed miserably. It honestly took me so many months to delete those people and delete those dead accounts and get them off of my account. And it was skewing my business Instagram insights. It was hurting everything that I had worked so hard for. And a lot of people do this. Like, it's not, something to feel ashamed about, even though this is a challenging thing to share. It's true. And I want to make sure that I'm really transparent with you guys. Like, I really did try everything before I started this. And now I feel like I've grown so much since then. It's been over a year since then. And we've just totally changed and developed and learned and grown and all of that goodness. Right? But so I wanted to share that with you guys because quick fixes don't work. And the reality of this platform is that it's going to take you time to develop your community. So if you digest that early on, understand that this is a long game, but know that if you have 400 followers, we were making sales at 400 followers through Instagram. Absolutely. We were making sales at 100 followers on Instagram. Like, this is doable at any single number that you have. And whoever's telling you that it's not, do not listen to them because it's not true. These people that are on your platform, that are in your audience, are there for a reason. They're not just hanging around because they don't want to. You're not forcing them to follow you. So I want to talk about this, one instance and then pivoting to what I realized would actually work for my business. And that was networking. Honestly, I did a lot of in-face networking pre-COVID. I also did a lot of virtual Zooms and presentations during COVID for free to offer free value for people and just, continue education through that process. So what I want you all to think about is networking on this platform, because if we can't network in person, which a lot of us do or are probably thinking about doing, then why don't we network online? Because that's exactly what Instagram is supposed to be used for as business owners, is to network with people online. That is the purpose of it. So if you're struggling with developing your online business and you're not really sure how to start, maybe think about what you would say during networking. How would you approach that conversation? Think about sending a voice message. How would you answer this person in a reply? Normally, if you were face to face, it really isn't as hard as we all make it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tip of the week, and I hope you also learned something. Don't buy bots, don't buy followers. They're not in your ideal client. It skews your business Instagram insight data, and honestly, it's just a pain in the butt for us to delete all of them down the line. So I hope you guys took something away from this today, and I will see you next week.